another Killer Planes video.
Down and Dirty. Tips and tricks for keeping your plane out of the shop. Starring Steve's Dirty Hands and Denise's Dirty Mind. Today, milk bottles can save your...
Steve's Hands, here again today with another beat-up Hawkfighter. This one's been in, well, a bunch of crashes. As you can see, it's a bit beat. And one of the weak spots of these planes is right here, where the front of the wing is, because this is just a thin piece of foam across here, and it likes to crack and separate. So one way that you can counter that is to put a strip of milk bottle plastic. This is cut from the side of a milk bottle. And the way to get it into this complicated shape here is to just put it over one side. So I take my strip of plastic and I lay it on here so that it's parallel with this front edge, right? So I can see through there. So you make sure you hold it into your spot there and roll it tightly over the top so that it's flat all the way across. And then you draw onto the plastic. So in this case, this line is going to be like so, and down this side. And then to have a strip that's that thick going right across, same thing, down the side. So what I end up with is a curved piece like this. And then you simply cut it with scissors to match your curve. So I end up with a strap that's going to go across the top right behind the cockpit. So you can see the shape of this thing is kind of like a smile. It smiles like this, isn't it? All right, so now when I put this on, it's going to roll right over the top like so, and it's going to be right at the back of the cockpit like this, and mark both sides of the bottom. So let's say I wanted to go down an inch on each side, or an inch and a quarter. There you go. And then mark the center. I now cut my bottoms. So what you do is you apply hot glue right here, and then glue this top on simply by pulling it down like this and holding it tightly, right? So now you'll have glued on the center, and then after that's done, you simply apply hot glue down each side and smooth it down. You can also use contact cement, and they end up like this. So it's a very tightly wrapped, it's conforming right to the outside here, piece of very thin plastic. But this plastic, here's the test. This is what we call the tear test on these things. Take a piece of this plastic and you try to tear it using 2 pair of pliers.
I can break these cuffs. You can't break those cuffs.
I'm pulling on this thing and it is not tearing. I can twist it. You can see it starting to tear there. It takes a lot of force to tear this stuff. So clearly you can tell that this super thin, you know, it's like as thick as some thick paper, way stronger than an inch of foam. So that will add a serious amount of strength to keeping your top on your plane. And there's that. Ow, I should say. Steve's Hands, Steve's bruised knuckle, and a beat up old Hawkfighter. See you on the flight line.
Cuffs, cuffs. I can break these cuffs. You can't break. I can break. You can't break. I can break. You can't break. I can break. You can't break those. You can't break those